Hey y'all, how's it going? Steampunk Slides of Gaming here. Hope we all have a good day. I got two Game Boy games here, Super Mario Land and its sequel, Super Mario Land 2. Funny how that works. But anyways, these are games I had before I got the DMG. I was playing them. I looked inside, and these things are pretty disgusting. I don't know what the state of the internals is looking like, but just going off of whatever that earwax stuff is, it's fair to say that they need some cleaning. These games work fine. Like I said, I was playing them. They load up fine. Let's load up Super Mario Land 2. Well, that's the glitched out screen that I was telling you about in the previous video. It's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to say Nintendo, so let's try that again. Yeah, that one. I was playing it yesterday. This one's definitely a little bit more worse for wear. Has some yellowing splotches on the back here. The whole case is yellowed. Artwork is in pretty good condition. There's a few little scratches here and there, but nothing too bad. It's not peeling up around the corners, but same thing. Get your game bit, security bit, Nintendo bit, whatever you want to call this. Open it up, and this seems stuck. And, might have to do a little bit more cleaning on this one. Actually, there's no might about it. There's a little bit of something there. Seems to be a little bit of corrosion there. There's the save battery, because this game has a save feature in it. Let's pull this out. Looks like a little bit around here. Maybe some there. It almost looks like it's rusted around here and this little. Would that be a resistor? I don't think it's anything we can't fix. Looks like water might have gotten into here at some point. And then, of course, that nasty buildup of probably skin oil and dust. This game's pretty old. So we're gonna set this chip aside and work on the case first. What I'm gonna do with it, just spray some 99% isopropyl alcohol on there. Let it sit. Wow, that actually turned whatever junk that is a little bit brown. It's interesting. You can see the difference in the case color compared to the inside. Just because this hasn't been exposed to sun. Need to use a Q-tip on this. This one's definitely more dirty than the original. the Super Mario Land 1, I guess. Oh, that isn't coming out because it's just the yellowing of the shell. Doesn't look like there's a center post there. The back seems to be pretty clean. Gonna hit up that area a little bit more, try to get whatever that stuff is out of there. Seems to be coming out. So it's looking better than it was. There's still a little bit of detritus in there. I don't know if I can get that with my fingernail and then wipe it out. Yeah, there we go. There's still a little bit, but it's definitely not what there was before. So I'm pretty pleased with that. Let's set this case aside and move on to the main course. Looking at this board, it looks like some of the corrosion is over. Let's see where there would be a trace. It's a little bit around there. And then that guy right there. It's a little bit, that pad has a little bit of corrosion on there. And then that stuff. Yeah, that's coming up. And maybe some there. So this game is in worse condition than I would have thought. It still saves, but we need to clean that corrosion up. So I'm just going to use the same spray bottle of isopropyl alcohol. Get some more on the toothbrush. Just scrub away anywhere. Just the whole board, really. Now you can see the traces there. There's no more corrosion up here. And it looks like what was on the battery, or the solder there, is gone too. That's good. Get the back. Whatever that stuff is isn't coming up very easily. It's looking better right there. Does look like there's a little bit of like solder mask that has been eaten away. Probably from whatever was causing the rest of that corrosion. Water damage, I'm assuming. I'm gonna clean up the back of this board a little bit more with the Q-tip. Focus on these spots there. Wherever that gunk is right there. Try the eraser on that. Huh, it cleaned up. There's 3 dots there. Weren't there before. Get that 1989 Nintendo logo. Clean up those pads there. You can see there's random spots, especially down here at the bottom where the solder mask has been eaten away. But it's looking better. Don't think there's any traces that will need to be repaired. We won't know until we test the game out. Give this one final scrub down on the back here. Oh, I may have just found the post for the back of the game cartridge. Where that stuff is right there isn't wanting to come out. I think we'll just leave that so we don't damage the board trying to scrub it out. Thing we're going to do is dry off these pins on the end and then clean them off a little bit. They seem to be pretty good condition. I don't know how this compares to the Super Mario Land pins, but it should end up about the same after cleaning them. Those end ones had a little bit of junk on them. There we go. Looking pretty good. No more corrosion there. I'm gonna look at that pin real quick. I don't know if you can see that pin on the end here. This one seems to be a little bit more grimy than the other ones. Might need that solder to be reflowed at some point. Other than that, I'm gonna let this dry and then pop it back into the cartridge and see how it loads up. Alright, I got it back into the case. I'm gonna pop it in there. And still a glitched out logo. Doing that a little bit. Still glitched out. Okay. Gonna put some isopropyl alcohol in there on those pins. And just go in and out a few times. Several times, really. And see if that doesn't help. There it goes. So, save 2 should have nothing. Okay, looks like the battery might be dead. Or on its way out in this. I'm going to do a playthrough of the first few levels. See if it'll save. And then check back in. Alright, I played through the first 3 levels. So there's a 3 there. So when I load, I should... There we go. I'm going to turn this off. And we'll see if that stays saved or if the save battery is going. Alright, it's been about 5 minutes. I took this out of the Game Boy just to make sure there wasn't any power draw from this that was keeping the save alive. I'm gonna plug this back in. Nintendo logo as usual. And there is no save data. So that leads me to believe that the save battery inside this game cartridge is failing or is dead. I'm going to order some save batteries for Game Boy games and come back and show you guys how to fix that in another video. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, hit that like button down below.